whatever path you are on, whatever inspired you to come here today, we honor you and we welcome you. And now, our message.
Center to get us quiet, to get us still, to get us in that place where we are open and receptive to all that we have come here to receive. So think of that song that was just being played. Close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so, and know that you are in the presence of something wonderful. You are in the presence of something that makes a difference. You are part of the one, the universal intelligence, the divine reality, Spirit, God, whatever you choose to call it. And it flows through you. It is part of you. You are part of it. It is all one magnificent source of love. So today our declaration is I choose love. In my heart, in my mind, in all of my affairs, I choose love. And as we invoke this, we call forward from our very soul that feeling, that emotion, that desire, that sense of love. And that's all we need. It heals, it grows, it supports. It is a friend. It is love. That's why we came here today. To find it, to share it, to know it, to be it. So knowing why we just release that into the universe. We let it go. We surrender to it. And with it we say, and so it is. Thank you. Do you know what you really want? Reverend Al is going to tell you.
Good morning again.
Good morning.
Thank you, Sean. That was amazing. So glad that you're here. I know you've got all kinds of things going on. You've got angel gatherings and celebrations of life services and concerts, and I hear you going up to Crystal Hot Springs camping and we're doing something up there.
For an art class.
See, all kinds of things. Sean comes and goes, and he shared with me that he has been, there's a group down in Salt Lake that's been inviting him to come and share for the Parliament of World Religions. I don't know if you know about the Parliament of World Religions, but it's a big event that's going on this year in Salt Lake City. The last one was held in Australia. And so we're really, really fortunate to have the Parliament of World Religions coming. And hopefully Sean will get to share that song during the Parliament of World Religions, which every religion will come. Every religion and organization, spiritual organization, well, not every, but a lot, will be represented. Anton, who we're affiliated, will be in attendance there. And so if you haven't got your tickets for that and you would like to, it's a 4 or 5 day event, and those are available online. And look forward also, we're going to be invited to go down to Salt Lake and co-host a gathering with some of the ministers and practitioners and members from other New Thought centers like ours from around the world that will be coming to Salt Lake, and we'll get to join in with the Center for Spiritual Living and the Unity Church down in Salt Lake as hosts to invite and welcome our brothers, sisters, friends from other New Thought centers. So that's really exciting. So I look forward to, if you decide to come back and you play, then we'll be there. Also, for those of you that want to see the Dalai Lama, who is also coming, Tickets go on sale Monday. What time?
10 a.m.
10 a.m. Monday morning, and he's going to be speaking, I think, and it's hosted by the Huntsman Cancer Institute. So you go online or see Nikita, and Eva knows about it, if you're interested in seeing him speak outside of the World Parliament. Also, I have a special dedication. I bought these flowers behind me, and I bought them for my beloved husband. As I started to write my talk for today, the more I researched this concept of this question, what do you really want? Do you know what you really want? And I started diving deep into, well, what do I really want? And I started thinking about what my purpose is here on earth, and what's my divine purpose. And as I started reading other people's ideas about that, I started to realize that my husband truly embodies what it means to be fully living on purpose, a purposeful life. Since he quit his job several months ago, I've noticed that he's just jumped right in and been involved in so many things. Yesterday, for example, he was washing the cars with the youth to raise money so that they can go to Crystal Hot Springs. So I think they raised $70-something for that. He not only does things like that, but he also sings, up here. And I don't know if you've heard him, but he doesn't have the most wonderful. Oh my God, he's so enthusiastic, isn't he? He's like all in. And that's what I think this living on purpose and finding your purpose is. It's not some like magic thing. You're going to see some bearded dude on a cloud come down and say, this is your divine purpose. It's way more subtle than that. It's you living a life on purpose. And that's what he does. Sometimes he's so annoyingly enthusiastic, especially like first thing in the morning, but that's what it is. It's living full on and full out. So I was thinking, well, what does he do? He goes to work full time. He also sings in the choir. He works with the youth. He works with the youth leaders in sort of visioning what they're going to do every month. He also goes to 2 music practices a month. He goes to the Course in Miracles group, and he also joins Alex for the Science of Mind study group. He's doing it. He's just showing me what it means to live a life of purpose and live purposeful. So thank you, Michael. So the theme for this month is going with the flow. Going with the flow. And I always think it's interesting because you've got to be careful what you ask the universe, because the universe is always going to give you opportunities to rise to that occasion. So you might notice as I plant this seed, go with the flow, that the universe might show you this next week, this next month, areas where you're not going with the flow. Now some of you with children may have experienced some of how easy it is to go with the flow as you started to round them up to get here today. They don't always cooperate. So there's an opportunity to go with the flow. So my talk today is, do you know what you really want? Do you know what you really want? And I've noticed after working with people for years now, sitting one-on-one counseling or teaching a class or doing a workshop, that's the main question I ask is, well, after who are you? Which could take a lifetime to discover. Is the question, what do you want? And it's not such an easy question to answer. We can come up with a lot of things. But what do we really want? So I'd like you just to close your eyes for a moment. And just allow that question to roll around your mind and your heart. What do I want? What do I really want? And just open your eyes. Did anyone come up with a whole list of things, or did you find that when you identified one thing, it really kind of fell away and there was other things, but so what is it that you want? Do you know what you want? Today I'm going to introduce some ideas to help us get in touch with what it is we're really here for. Like, why are we here? I don't mean here at the YCC, here at the Sati Center, but why on earth did you come forth? That's a big question. Maybe you're here to sing songs, to help people connect with more meaning, with the love that they are. Eckhart Tolle says, "You are here to enable the divine purpose of the universe to unfold." Did you get that? You, Michael, Kelly, Sean, Nikita, all of us, you, Sherry, are here to enable the divine purpose of the universe to unfold. You got that? Easy? Are you doing it?
Trying to.
So what is the divine purpose of the universe? And if the divine purpose of the universe is what we're really here for, to evolve it, that it's happening through us, how are you doing? Do a little check with yourself. Like, if that's, I've been called here to planet Earth on a mission to evolve the divine purpose. Is it going on? Yes, it is. It's all happening now. It is all happening right now, and it's happening perfectly, and it's happening through you, and through you, and through you. It's happening through each of us, every moment, all the time. And I loved what Lyle said. I'm sure he just picks these things perfectly to match with what I'm talking about. Because what he said is that we have this idea that we're here to help other people clean up their acts and get their lives in order, and maybe help them figure out their divine purpose, and we're really good at that. But what if there's nothing wrong with the way people do their thing? There's nothing wrong with the natural evolution of spirit through other individuals, including yourself. It's all unfolding perfectly. Now, I didn't get the memo from whoever before I came forth that I was supposed to go down there to Earth, or come up here to Earth, or go across there to Earth, or wherever we entered from, through there to Earth, to make sure everybody's on purpose. Like that, no one told me that. So I truly believe that each one of us has a divine purpose, and it's not something grand and mysterious that's going to come out of the ethers, or someone else is going to tell us, or we're going to get a direct note from the divine. It's something that we're already doing. It's something that you're already doing. I love it when people come to New Thought centers, or they start this path of this awakening, or path to enlightenment. They call themselves seekers. And we are seekers. But we also have to be finders sometimes. So have you found that thing that you love to do? Have you found the things that you love to do? Or are you brushing them aside and saying, that's not it, that can't be it? Because the things that you love to do, that is a sign that you're on purpose. Your purpose is to be you. To be you to the full. Decca created a hoodie for me, didn't you, Decca? And on that hoodie, there's this beautiful little Volkswagen bug on the back. It's a beautiful piece of art. And on the license plate, it says, beautiful, be you to the full. That is the message. You're here to be you to the full and live on purpose, whether it's singing in the choir, whether it's putting the books on the book table, whether it's making your child a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's your purpose. That's it. You are evolving the divine purpose of the universe through every tiny, little, insignificant, and very significant act. Don't you love yourself just a bit more, just knowing that about you?
Yes.
We're here to shine brightly. As someone that loves to pick weeds. You're here to shine brightly. As someone that cleans their toilet. You're here to shine brightly, creating beautiful songs that open up the hearts and minds of people around the world. Whatever it is you're doing, do it to the full and be you to the full. Eckhart Tolle says, the universe wants to awaken through you. It wants to experience itself as you. You are a unique, one of a kind, individuated individual here to shine the gifts that only you came forth to bring. It's you. The universe delights in creation and creativity. Didn't you love seeing Sean standing up here playing? And didn't that do something for you? Couldn't you feel his passion, his energy? That's because we are God beings. We are part of this one life that recognizes itself. We recognize that creative urge, that energy, that delight. It delights us. We're always mirroring back. And when you see someone that is standing fully in his purpose, there's something within you that recognizes that and it feels delightful. That's because you are a part of this one absolute creative thing that's happening, this divine purpose that is evolving through you, that is here to delight itself through you, to experience delight. And we attract more of what we do. So Sean keeps doing that thing in front of groups of people like us that delight in what he's doing, and that becomes his life. So what can you do that you love to do, that people enjoy when you do that thing? That's how you are evolving the divine purpose of life. Is anyone enjoying this as much as I am? Okay, I thought you were asleep or something. The universe delights in creating this multiplicity of forms, and it delights in experiencing itself through those forms. So is the universe delighted with you? And the answer is always yes. But could it delight even more through you being more fully engaged and living life full on? Of you getting out of your comfort zone, of you getting involved more. Like, why in the world aren't you doing more things that you enjoy doing? Why? Someone give me a good reason. Or are you all just enjoying yourselves all the time? Hands up who is enjoying themselves all of the time. 4 of you, 5 of you. That's what we're here to do, enjoy ourselves. Last month I talked about the 4 spiritual laws of prosperity based on the book by Edwene Gaines. And she's so funny, she said, this is the party planet. We're here to have fun. And there's a funny little story. She had a friend that was, she hadn't seen in a while, and she had, her friend Kathy had some business cards made up, and she was really proud of these business cards, so she gave one to Edwene Gaines. And Edwene said, okay, Kathy Smith, MSU. Wow. Wow, Kathy, you're an MSU. That's amazing. What is that? And she said that makes stuff up. We are that. That's what we're here to do. We're here to make stuff up. So if you want to know what your divine purpose is, make something up and do that. No one's coming to share that with you or inspire that in you, or maybe you may be inspired to find that, but you get to make it up. And it may not be for the rest of your life, oh, I'm here to be a such and such, or I'm here to do this, that's my life's purpose. It could change and flow as you go with the flow of life, but you get to make it up. You get to make sure that you're doing what's important to you. If you're not doing what's important to you, you're not living a life of purpose and meaning. Codependent people, they do things that somebody else thinks they should do. Codependent people do the things that other people tell them have meaning. No, you're here to be you. You're here to find out what's important to you, what brings you joy, what turns you on, what delights you. Check the time. That's why you're here. Now, there's a way that you can tell if you're on the right track. And there's a way that you can tell that you're on the right track. Two ways. One, you're just having a full-on fabulous time. That's a sign. Another sign is if you experience discontent, that's a sign that you're not on the right track. Anyone experience discontent? Now, it's the 5 of you that put your hands up. Just kidding. If you're experiencing discontent, what that is your higher self, your true self, your wise self, your God self, your most awakened self, your most spiritually mature self, saying to you that you're not showing up in the way that would express your truth most authentically. So an example here. So say you're discontent with the way those people are acting. Say you're discontent with that life isn't very fun. Say you're discontent in a way like that. There's not enough money, there's not enough meaning. Those people, if only they do this, or if only my job would be blah, blah, blah. That discontent is a sign from your higher self saying, you need to be it. You need to be that thing that you see as missing. Do you get that? So if you say, well, you know, I'd be happy, but my spouse, he's just a miserable son of a gun. And you're expecting life to get happy or life to be more fun when he or she starts to come around, you're misplacing your focus of attention. It's you need to be it first. You need to be the happiness you're seeking. You need to bring the meaning into life that you're hoping for. You need to be the generous one that is allowing prosperity to flow. You need to be it first in order for the universe to organize itself and show up as that thing you're perceiving as missing. Because if you were it, you wouldn't see that. Like always attracts like. Like always attracts like. Don't you love that? It's always up to us. That's the thing about this message here. At centers like this, it's always about you. That's the good news and the bad news. That's the good news for our spirit, our higher selves going, yeah, that's it, I'm responsible. And our ego's going, damn it. us to be the light, to allow the divine purpose of the universe, which is to enjoy its creation as its being and becoming. We're here to give the universe a joyride through us. We're to delight God, the Spirit, the grand overall designing presence, whatever you call it. We're here to give that spirit of life a journey through us, the ride of its life. How about that?
Yeah.
So I ask you again, what do you really want? That's something to think about this week. It's something to think about as you're engaged in everything in a more deep, meaningful way. Every conversation you're having, be present. Be present. Everyone that shows up in your sphere of influence is God showing up as your teacher, as your biggest supporter, even those annoying ones. They're the ones. They're probably the most powerful ones to help us align with our truth. So let's just end with that. Let's close our eyes. And breathe. As we recognize there's only one thing happening right now. It is this thing called life. It is this thing called love. And today I choose love. I choose to be the presence of love, showing up. I choose to release all barriers and blockers to my full expression of being love's presence. I know that every word I speak, every song I sing, every thought I think, every action I take, and every emotion I feel is responded to by this amazing, infinite, creative substance. Call it the mind of the divine. Call it the law. Call it universal intelligence. It is always responding to every thought, word, action that I take. So today, knowing that the universe is just waiting and listening to my direction, the direction of my thought, the direction of my faith, I speak my word for all beings. I speak my word for love. I speak my word for joy, for peace, for power, for passion, for creativity. I speak my word for all beings that they awaken to the divinity they are. And they say yes, they take a stand for being themselves, for being the presence of love to the very fullest, to jumping in and engaging in life and supporting and serving and giving. That's how we fulfill this divine purpose, by serving, by giving, by expressing our love. And for this, we are so blessed and grateful. For this, we are so blessed, and so it is.
And so it is. Wind is always is the wind. It cares not where it goes, it cares not where it's been. A newborn cries, an old man dies. The wind is always again, always. of a man to his soul. The ferns a universal flow, lifting joy-filled dreams above whispers and screams. It moves. The wind is always is the wind. It cares not where it goes, it cares not where it's been. A newborn cries, an old man dies. The wind is always again, always is the wind. Freedom's fluidity, sustained in perfect harmony, shall not be pushed or shoved in the direction of one's love that breathes. Would you like to sing along? The wind is always is the wind. It cares not where it goes, it cares not where it's been. A newborn cries, an old man dies. The wind is always again, always is the wind. Mother Nature's tears of joy blanket the hearts of girls and boys. Father Heaven proclaims we are one in the same love. How about we all sing, you know? The wind is always is the wind. Cares not where it goes, and cares not where it's been. A newborn cries, an old man dies. The wind is always again. The wind is always is the wind. It cares not where it goes, it cares not where it's been. Newborn cries, an old man dies. The wind is always again, always is the wind. And now the wind is always again, always is the wind.
Thank you for blessing us with your presence today and being a part of the Satya Center. You're invited to join Reverend Ali and Reverend Lyle each Sunday morning at 10 a.m. for your dose of connection, inspiration, and co-creation. The Satya Center is located at 795 24th Street, Ogden, Utah. For directions, a map, and our service times, please see our website, thesatyacenter.org. This program was brought to you by the kind donations from the members of the Satya Center. Thank you.